Hi, I'm Zaybug, and I drew your guys' OCs. Sorry if this voiceover sounds kind of bad. I don't have a microphone, and yeah. First, I drew Serendipity's OC. There's the reference photos that I used for the drawing. I actually did a sketch for this one because I was drawing a full body pose. Now we're on to line art already, though. She is super fun to draw, and I got to dress her up however I liked. So I just based it off of the outfits that were given to me in the reference. I feel like this drawing came out looking a bit different from my usual style, but I can't really tell that much. I think it's just the shape of the eyes, maybe, but I still think it looks really cute in the end. I always really love coloring the drawings because it makes it look so much better and like put together. I should also mention that I didn't really draw backgrounds for these drawings. I just put a pattern that looked well with it because I did not want to draw a bunch of backgrounds after drawing a bunch of characters. So sorry about that. I really like the way this drawing turned out in the end because I used my favorite colors, pink and green, but also I think that Serendipity's OC is just like super cute and looks pretty happy, so I think that made it a lot better too. Here's my finished drawing of Serendipity's OC. So for this next drawing, I got 3 characters submitted to me, and the person said I could only draw one if I wanted to, but I got a little bit carried away and drew all 3 of them, but because I couldn't choose, and they're all super cute, so also their names are Oreo, Suki, and Hunter. Oreo's the one with the black and white hair that you'll see later, and then Suki's the one in the middle, and Hunter's the one on the edge. I was really indecisive when picking the canvas size, and originally I was only going to do a square, but I realized that they don't fit, so I did a rectangle instead, so that's why there's those weird like black edges on the time lapse. But I hope that doesn't bother you guys too much. Initially, I colored them with a bunch of different shades of purple because the person who submitted them to me, sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but didn't give me the colors and I forgot to ask about it. So eventually I do color them with the colors that they are, but right now they're just purple. And here's where I start to color them. This is kind of random, but I really like the little swirly things on Oreo's face. Since all of my characters are based in a real life world, I feel like I don't really add anything or like any accessories onto their faces and stuff, but maybe I should start doing that so they don't all look really similar. Here's my finished drawing of Hunter, Suki, and Oreo. I hope you like it. Next, I drew Azri's OC. Her name is Yakuzi. Here she is. I really liked drawing her because she has like this vampire type feel to her, I guess. And also, I really liked her clothes just in general, so that was super fun to draw. For this drawing, instead of making the blush type thing that I always put under the eyes red, I made it blue so she could look a bit more vampire-y, and it also matches a bit more with her complexion, I think. My favorite part to color for this piece has to be the hair because I blended all the colors and stuff together, and I think it looks really nice in the end. I also tried making her ribbon look a little bit shiny, but I don't know if you could really tell. Anyways, here's my finished drawing of Yakuzi. I had a lot of fun drawing her, and she's super cute. My next submission I got was from Potential Chaos, and I drew their OC Nonai. And she's based off of Brain Revolution Girl, which is a Vocaloid song. The first time I heard Brain Revolution Girl was in Project Sekai because I am obsessed with Project Sekai, and that's where I learn a lot of Vocaloid songs from. If you're wondering, Zaybug, why does her head look so ginormous? Don't worry, I do realize that her head is really big eventually, and I do fix it. I feel like this character reminds me a lot of a Vocaloid because just like the arm warmers and her hair, but I think that's really cute. And here's where I start to adjust her proportions. My favorite part of this piece was surprisingly not the hair this time, and it was the eyes because they look really shiny to me. And here's my finished drawing of Nonai. Now I'm finally on the last drawing. In this next drawing, these two characters are a submission from Tofu, and here's all the references I got. And I had to draw both of them. I couldn't separate them. So in the end, I did draw both of them. First, I drew their OC Hyde, and next I drew Millie. When I initially drew Millie's eyes, I felt like she looked super menacing, and I don't know why. This time I also gave these two something similar to pupils. They're not really pupils, but like kind of, because I didn't want them to look soulless. Hyde and Millie are super adorable, and I want to thank you so much for letting me draw them. And also thank you so much for submitting your OCs to everyone who submitted their OCs. And if I didn't draw your OC this time, it's because I was burnt out from drawing all of these characters, and I drew them within the span of like 4 or 5 days, I think. So if I didn't get to draw your OC this time, I'll make sure to draw them next time. While I was drawing all of these characters, I felt like my coloring style changed a little bit. I tried to make the hair a bit more detailed and look less 2D. Now that we're getting closer to the end of the video, I just want to say thank you so much for watching if you stayed watching this far, and here's my finished drawing of Hyde and Millie. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and again, thank you so much for watching.